Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Lisa with Lisa's Faith and Budget Planning channel. I'm excited to be here today. I'm excited to do my Paycheck 3 setup with you guys. As you can see, I have sticky notes covering things because this is like the third time I've tried to film this video and I've already written everything out and I just need to get this done and get this to you guys. So hopefully third time's the charm. Then in order to do Paycheck 3 setup, I need to close out Paycheck 2. And I haven't done that with you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm just going to do the math and numbers with you guys and show you what the totals are. And it should be a little shorter video, but I'll go through the steps of what I do and we'll do the calculator thing and show the math here on the video. So Paycheck 2 was successful. I had money balanced forward, but I also increased the amount of income that was in my account by transferring from our savings into our checking. And I'll explain that here. Let me zoom you guys in. I'll be right back. Okay, I am back here. So I know I'm zoomed in quite a bit. I'm actually using my phone and not my camera. The reason I had to refilm this is because my camera audio was horrible. I think the microphone I have is not good that I attached to it anymore. So I'm going to have to purchase something new and quality. So you might see that in the new transactions coming up very soon in my weekly check-ins. But here, I'm just going to go through the numbers. We balanced forward from Paycheck 1 to Paycheck 2, $473.14. This is always the money sitting in the account from the previous paycheck before the new salary check or other paychecks show up. My husband got his salary check. It's the same, roughly the same every time, maybe a penny or two off depending on taxes and stuff. As you can see here, I did another deposit from my savings account for $3,650. We are getting ready to paint the interior of our home and we hired someone that we know that's actually our neighbor across the street. He's a contractor and he had some time available and he's going to paint our house. It's half of the labor and half of the paint. Estimated amount. And so it is a lot, but it's like a 2,000 square foot home. It's every wall and every wall has to get painted twice. We're not doing the bathrooms just yet, but everything else is being done. And because there's a lot of wall space and a vaulted ceiling and stuff and a lot of all that, it's going to cost a lot of money. So I'll show you where we pulled that money from. We decided to go ahead and take that money from our savings. This is our money market account. Part of the savings, we keep our emergency fund here. I keep my Roth IRA here. Any extra savings, I think next month I'm going to call that like home project savings. I don't know. And then vacation fund, it was $9,500, and then I just reduced it by the $3,650. I'm going to take every month. At the end of the month, I'm going to add the money of that is left over every month back into this savings fund. It's all one account, but I'm gonna make it every deposit's going to replenish what we took out, and I'll probably have to take out again when we finish the project in a couple weeks. So there's gonna be a lot of money moves going on, but that is where the money's coming from, and that's where that deposit came from. So let's get back to my lamp. Let's get back to this. So we're going to total this number up real quick. This is the total of income that came in during the Paycheck 2 pay period. And that was, as far as dates go, that was the 10th here through the 23rd. So that was 2 full weeks of spending that we have. And this was for the income for those 2 full weeks. So let's go ahead and take that off. And I've already got that number written down. Again, I've done this video 3 times, so everything's already written down. Now I'm going to go down here to the spending. So here in the spending, I have our fixed expenses and then our variable expenses. Okay, so let's take a look at the fixed expenses, which did not change at all. These are the bills that come out. They're auto draft, or I wrote a check or set it up and they came out exactly the way I expected. Nothing changed, so this number didn't change. This number changed drastically, mainly because of our spending and all the groceries I've been buying. So let's go ahead and take that information and total this up. Whoops, I almost gave the number away. But before I do, where do I get my actual numbers here? I'll show you. I get it from my weekly check-in. This is my weekly check-in. And in my weekly check-in, I get two, because Paycheck 2 covered 2 whole weeks, it covered week 3 and week 4. So I'll just show you example, just the grocery household, but it's the same repetitive process for the rest of the categories. And so I get my numbers over here, 504.75 plus the 411.76, and that gave me 916.51. So over here, 916.51 is what I put. So that's where I got my number. Over here, you're going to see a plus sign where I was over budget, a minus sign if I was under budget, and in the red means bad. It's not a positive, even though it's a plus sign, it just means over. There we go. So this is where I got my numbers from. So I'm going to total these numbers up, and we're going to get the actual number right here.
Young girl, the fields were mine. We played hide and seek for.
All right, so that is all of our spending categories right there. I had 916.51 for grocery household, way over budget. Check out the weekly check-in if you want to know why and how. And I still don't know exactly why, but I know how. Restaurant, $64.66. We expected that. Miscellaneous, just a little over budget, $288.66. Gasoline was $40.64. Co-pays were only $16.69. That was prescriptions. And unbudgeted was $116.18. I explained that in the in the weekly check-in, and I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh, I was getting test paints to put on the walls to see if I liked the color I wanted, and I split this Walmart grocery household. Did I forget to I forgot to check things off during my weekly check-in. Oh, that's hilarious. Anyways, and I got household stuff like a lamp and a lampshade and some other things. So there was just some random stuff I bought that I did not plan, and that's where the money went. And here is that total again. So let's pull this back, and it matches $1,483.34. So what we want to do is take this total here, the actual income or money that was in the account, $6,675.50, oops, minus the fixed income, $1,443.07, and minus the actual, because I paid, that's all come out of the checking account once I pay our credit card for any spending that we have. So that's where that money goes. Minus $1,483.34. There we go. So that leaves me $3,749.09, and that is what I have right here. So that tells me I did my math right, and I can explain it to you guys. This is only high because of that $3,600 I got up here, and if I actually took that out, it would be, let's see what it looks like, $3,650. I would actually only be balancing over, if it wasn't for the money for the paint, I would only balance over $99.09. So, which is a pretty good indicator that I was still in the paycheck budget, but I was over budget in my categories. So two different things, two different ways of looking at your budget and tracking how you're spending. When you track your groceries or grocery households in spending, that is you keeping eye and holding yourself accountable to what you're spending. And I need to do that a little bit better. Though my husband and I have not been going out to eat, and usually our restaurants are a lot higher. And I think some of that might be the groceries that we have to buy because we're not going out to eat, which is kind of good. They're kind of balancing each other out. So I balanced forward that $3,749.09. Now, my husband's paycheck, this is an actual, I just forgot to mark it as actual, but $2,552.35. And I didn't budget for other, but if anything comes in during Paycheck 3 time period, which ends at the end of the month on the 31st, I would put any extra money that gets transferred over there. in the actual column. But for right now, we're just doing the estimated column. So these two numbers here, 374909 plus the 255235, give us $6,301.44. I am happy with that. That means we have enough money to paint and get that started. And let's see, here we go. Oh, in that light. I don't like that light, sorry. There we go. Now I'm not in the light. Trying to make everything bright enough with these lamps and not reflect it into the camera is the hardest part of being on YouTube. So here is our fixed expenses. We don't have as much in bills or expenses at the end of the month or the last paycheck of the month, just because all our bills are on the front. And all we really are doing is spending or saving or whatever. So we want to get to a estimated savings account or potential savings for this month. Okay, so I am ready to total up my fixed expenses. Right here is our tithing. That is $256 to our church, plus the sinking funds, which is $382.79. Plus my contribution to Roth IRA. This is going into a savings account, a money market account. I save it up all year. I've already made my contribution this year. I can't put any more into it, so I'm saving up for next year. And then $70 for chiropractor and $9.99. I purchased an album, so I went ahead and put it here. And $3,650 for the paint and for the painter and the labor, half the labor and half the painting cost. That goes there, and that gives me a total of $4,539.79. Or 78 cents. I said that wrong. I'm sorry. And that is the number I have here. So that is good. I can do my math in a calculator. The check marks mean they've already been transferred, or these two are savings accounts transfers. This will come out on Sunday, and this is already charged to our credit card, and I will pay that on Thursday when I do my weekly check-in. And then I'm waiting on for this to come out, and then the painter's already cashed a check, so we're good to go there. Here we have our spending categories. Now, in order not to mess it up, I can't use the negative number, but I put it there to remind me I'm already over budget in groceries, and I'm gonna be way over this month. But I didn't use, all the restaurants were for my sons. It wasn't for me and my husband because we're not going out to eat. $102.51 is left in the budget, plus the $88.42 for miscellaneous, and gasoline $162.54, and copay $63.65. And I don't budget for unbudgeted, and I decided to put Dr. Odell over here for $70 because I'm not sure if we're going to use the chiropractor next week or not, weekend or next Friday or not. If we do, I have a budget here, and then I have an actual. If we do, I'll just mark it as actual. And if we don't, I can just mark it as 0, and then it won't mess up my fixed expenses over here. So that's why I put it there. So $487.12 is the total here, and that is excellent. So what I'm going to do is start with the income, and I'm going to subtract these two expenses category or sections, fixed and variable, and that is going to give me an estimated amount that or a potential savings amount that we can put into savings to repay ourselves for what we put into the what do you call it? Painting the house.
Raised our shadows among the pines, so offshore, playful and free.
$1,274.54. And I am very happy with that. I am happy that we have that potential savings. Now's the time to go, what do you do with this? As I said before, I'm going to repay the savings account for this project, and I'm definitely going to do $1,000. I hope to do a little more. We may be over budget some categories. The $274 can cover that, and I do need to buy my son a pair of hiking boots or hiking shoes and sneakers, something rugged enough for him to go outside and tramp in the woods and have some fun. So I'm excited for him for that, but I want to get quality, so they're going to be a little pricey, and so that's what I'm going to do here. And that's the potential savings for this time period in Paycheck 3. I'm going to go ahead and zoom out and close out this video. Okay, so that is my Paycheck 3 setup. I am ready for the last week of the month and ready to go ahead and work on that savings and figure out what we're going to do the rest of the month. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Have an amazing and blessed day. Bye.
Without a care in